Because no one else will make a Pride video this month, I guess I gotta do it. It's Pride Month. Bust out your rainbow flags because we're about to dive deep into Nintendo's gayest franchise, Fire Emblem. This series is so gay, even a blind man can feel the pride emanating from it. Fire Emblem is steadily becoming more progressive by adding in gay characters to further expand the already well-established library of LGBT characters. There are so many. You have the gay, the closet gay, the controversial gay, the poorly representing gays gay, the bottom gay, the top gay, the offensive in Japan gay, the clone gay, the furry gay, and many more gay. As of now, June 2019, I've compiled a list of the top 6 gay characters in Fire Emblem to celebrate Pride Month. If you're someone who constantly contests against gay representation in Fire Emblem, or Pride Month in general, please leave! Now, let's get into this. Sneaking at number 6 is your local lipstick lesbian, Heather. Heather ain't nothing but a country girl looking for a nice lass to settle down with. Or to fool. This cunning character often fools men and women alike, to benefit those she cares about, such as her sickly mother, who's too poor to pay for her medicine. Heather is an absolute flirt, who is enamored by many lovely ladies in the army, such as Alencia, Lucia, and of course, her one true love, Nephany. Sorry cowboys who enjoy taking a peek at Lady Nephany's thighs. They're exclusive to her gal pal Heather. Tellius is a land full of pride, but Heather is one of the most standout gays because unlike 95% of the Rainbow cast, she's actually confirmed to be LGBT. The number 5 pick goes to one of the earliest gays in the series, Raven and Lucius. I considered putting just Raven or just Lucius, but they're so in love, you cannot separate them, not even on a top 6 video. These two boys premiered in Fire Emblem the Blazing Sword and quickly became fan favorites. Raven and Lucius travel the world together and eventually join up with Eliwood and company to save the world. A mercenary and a feminine-looking magic user traveling the world together. Huh, that reminds me of a certain other couple. Of course, they're not the only LGBT characters found in Fire Emblem 7. While many deny it because they want Lyn to themselves, Lyn and Florina have a special ending together, hinting at a bond that's as deep as love between these two. But I chose Raven and Lucius over Lyn and Florina because their love is more widely known and iconic. That doesn't invalidate Lyn and Florina at all though. They just get a beautiful honorable mention instead. The veteran gays arrive in our number 4 pick. You thought Raven and Lucius were the original Sam and Frodo, but nah, the first canonically gay boys of Fire Emblem were none other than Dagdar and Marty from Thracia 776. The relationship isn't very noticeable. These two aren't out there smooching each other on the battlefield like most characters in Awakening and Fates. But the love is there, just hidden between the lines. Like many Fire Emblem relationships, or at least gay relationships, they're not outright confirmed to be lovers, but it's heavily implied. In fact, Marty's ending is titled The Man Whom Dagdar Loved. They also join together in the first chapter, and they're found together later on in the game. Many Fire Emblem fans forget about these bears, but their love was as strong as Selith's rebellion. Sit down and have a cup of tea while we talk about number 3, Soleil or So Gay. To be blunt, Soleil got the short end of the stick. No, actually, that's not accurate enough. Soleil was beaten to a pulp, pushed to the ground, and stomped multiple times, and then given the short end of the stick. It sucks. This charming go-getter has had a very rough past when it comes to her localization. There was a whole debacle that spread like wildfire about her support revolving around a date rape-like substance that made her view people as their opposite gender. so that she could be attracted to male Korin. In the Japanese version, the drugging still happened, but it was more Korin's intention to help her feel more comfortable talking to him. It wasn't for a romantic pursuit. That's a terrible situation still, but it's not as awful as people made it out to be. It's actually still really bad. I can't get behind this. A known translator in the community, Kentopia, wrote a fantastic article on this, and I linked in the description below. If you're interested, I would give that a read. Because of the support conversation in Japan, she got a very bad rep from the start. And on top of that, her unrequited love with Ophelia is still rather questionable. But putting that stuff to the side, what matters here for this list is that she's a woman who loves and respects ladies more than most straight men. She is oh so very much gay. I just wish her situation was better, and I will forever be disgusted that Rajat got the gay romance option over Soleil. Excuse me? The missed opportunities and fates are truly endless. The penultimate ranking on this list goes to the greatest gay archer, Leon. Leon is without a doubt the most well-written, confirmed gay character in Fire Emblem. Sure, he's not a main character, and sure, he falls under that gay archer archetype, which is overdone. He is your standard feminine gay archer, but Nintendo actually hits the bullseye with this boy. Leon is a queen who has fallen for a straight man. It's sad, but it's human. And it's done so well. This character depth is so welcome, and it's great to see a gay character that isn't horribly represented or just incredibly sexual and horny.
Oh, yes!
Leon gives me hope going forward with the series. Sure, he fueled the gay archer archetype, but hopefully they'll loosen up on that in the future. He's a good gay boy. When I first got this video idea, I knew why I wanted to be my number one pick. I just wanted it to be the continent of Tellius, from Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. Then I thought about it more and realized, yeah, I'd get a lot of hate for that. So here it is as an honorable mention. Tellius is, without a doubt, the gayest continent in the history of Fire Emblem. The vast amount of potential gay ships on that chunk of land is higher than the amount of people who own Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Okay, that's not saying much. It's higher than the amount of people who own Fates. Honestly, most of the characters in those games can be shipped with someone of their own gender and be valid. It's wild. And it's so wild that I think one of them deserves the number one spot. Oh boy, here we go. Coming in at number 1 is Ike's number 1 man, Soren. Soren is a mixed bag. He's not the most morally correct character because he starts off as a racist, but after 2 games of character development, he becomes a much better person. Putting him at number 1 is questionable because he's not 100% confirmed to be gay, unlike the previous characters on this list. But I feel his sexual orientation is incredibly obvious. I was tempted to put Ike and Soren as my number 1, but I know that would stir up the comment section more than this video already will. And out of the 2, I chose Soren because I think Ike leans more towards demisexual than straight up gay, whereas Soren is raging with pride. Why I consider Soren to be the best LGBT character is because he's actually relevant to the plot. All these other characters are side characters who show up in the story once or twice. If that, sometimes they're flat out optional, and that sucks a lot. But Soren is front and center of the plot in both Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. We need more main characters who are gay or at least bisexual or not straight in some way. If you don't know Soren, just know he's incredibly in love with Ike, and they're by each other's side their entire lives. And spoilers, the end of Radiant Dawn strongly hints Ike left the continent to travel the world with Soren. Or Ranulf, who is also crazy gay for Ike, but I like to believe it's Soren. Soren is gay, and he's very well written. And he's not written in a way where his sexuality is his personality. That should be done a lot more. Now I expect all the homophobes to leave some comments saying, why can't two guys just be friends? Or, well, he's straight until proven otherwise. So if you leave that kind of comment, just know what I think of you. Homophobic. Soren is gay, and he's my favorite gay Fire Emblem character. Thank you all for watching. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Remember to respect each other regardless of sexual orientation, because every person is beautiful in their own way and shouldn't abide by another person's views. I love you all. No hetero.